Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. Oh, actually, it's over. Okay, there's no Boxing Day if you're in the United Kingdom. Yes, a random stream. I thought, what the heck? That I did. There's probably no one's going to show up, are they? On Christmas Eve. Everyone's all blotted. They've been drinking their German, but proper beer. I've got a new glass. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And I've got a hobgoblin. Got to have a hobgoblin. So, okie dokie. Now, I don't expect anyone to turn up, so I might be talking to myself because it is a Christmas day. Oh, what the heck? I don't want politics. I don't want to talk about politics. I've got a lot of funny things I want to talk about. It's only a bit short stream anyway. It's not going to be a very long one. It's just a bit random. I thought I'd just go a bit random because, I don't know if you heard, but Donald Trump is keeping tabs. He is. Doc Davies. Well, I'm here. Hello, Doc Davies. And Andrew Evans is here as well. And young Ralph. Merry Christmas to you all. Yes, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Hello, Jacob. I hope you're well. Oh, dear. What a day. I've been with the grandchildren. They've got my nails varnished. It's not by choice. But there you go. That's what happens when you're with your granddaughters and stuff. They just want to do your hair. And your nails. Lovely. I mean, we had quite a nice time, actually. Very tiring, I must say. Caroline's already gone to bed. My son that's staying with us at the moment, he's gone to bed. So it just leaves me down here. And even my dogs have gone to bed. So I'm all on my little lonesome, I am. Yeah. So let's just put that back on very high of the way. There you go. That's better. Don't need to be in there, doesn't it? Oh, can you see my clock? Oh, there's my clock. Yeah, I made that. It's my free country clock. It's not a world clock. It's a free country clock. It's New York, London, and Paris. I want to get more. I suppose I could add to it. I could cover the whole wall in that, couldn't I? Really, I suppose. There you go. Things you can do, eh? With a bit of food scraps and it's made out of pallet wood, all right? Just bits of old pallet and some cheap old clocks. So anyway, oh, dear. Hope you all had a nice Christmas and you've been enjoying yourself with your family and friends. If you're still talking to them post Brexit or the Donald Trump election, have you heard though? Donald Trump, right? He's flipping well. You know these inauguration donations from the CEOs and the corporations. He's only keeping tabs on them. He's keeping seeing who has actually given him money. He's been talking about them by name and that as well in this little list. Yeah, who's been giving them money could be remembered, you see, regarding they get exemptions from certain tariffs. Now, if you think what's happened just recently with this bill not going through, and the PBMs, which the basically push up the price of pharmaceuticals. Yeah, it's not very good, is that? Not very Christmassy, is it? No, not a very nice thing to do at all. Push up the price of pharmaceuticals are already ridiculously expensive. And yeah, so the PBMs, well, they didn't get pushed through, did it? In the end, yeah, didn't get re-entered into the bill. They're basically like a middleman for pharmaceuticals, you know. Farmer benefits management, yeah. Corrupt. Yes. I would call it corruption. I think most people would call that corruption, actually, to be fair. But it feels very, very corrupt to me. Yeah, there we go. So, Easter in 47 minutes. Boxing Day. We're going to box up all our, and give it to the poor, to make the rich buggers feel better about the fact that they're rich and everyone else is starving. You know how it is. That's what the rich buggers do, isn't it? Oh, I know it's a British thing, but that's Boxing Day. Hello, Tanuki. Hello from Switzerland. Hello, Switzerland. Well, I hope you're having a lovely day in Switzerland and Switzerland. Dignity. Hey, look at that handsome Phil Jupiter. I don't know about that. Oh dear. Up we come. Oh, a Merry Christmas. What are you doing? You should read Art of the Deal and learn how to threaten your allies better. And Ricky said, "Oh, I know this guy. I know you too, my friend. Hope you're well. Hope you had a nice Christmas. And yeah, with the family and all that, I take it. Yeah, we had quite a nice time, to be fair. We had an unusual Christmas actually because we had curry. You know, we all basically my son's in-laws and what have you. All had we all chipped in basically. We all brought our own dish. I did a really nice, oh crikey, a Jamaican chicken curry. Oh, that was so good. I'll have to do that. I'll have to do that again. Yeah, I haven't done it for ages. That was so fucking good. It was. Did enjoy that. And there was green Thai curry, fish curries and stuff that as well. There's loads of them. The flippant type. What is it about Christmas? About indulging and way too much food. It's like unreal. Everyone sort of brought food. And Caroline baked a cake that ended up being like that tall. You know, she's good at baking cakes, I must say. Yeah, we're still in France. We are. Why would I be anywhere else? I like it here. It's a nice place to live. It really is. So, yeah. Trump is great. He's making golf clubs in Scotland to create jobs there. You're kidding me. That man is just so flipping corrupt. When you got all these individuals, I've got a list here somewhere. Where is it? Oh, I'll tell you what. It. Oh, that's not it. Is that it? No, that's not it. I thought it. Quite make it easy to read. Here we go. These are all the people, right, or corporations that have donated to his augmentation fund. Breast reduction, more like. Anyway, Amazon, yeah, Jeff Bezos, flipping little worm. Oh, 1 million. 18 Bank of America Charter Communications, 1 million. Coinbase, 1 million. Ford, 1 million. It's just so big of a big party, you know. General Motors, Goldman Sachs into it, 1 million. Stanley Black and Decker, 1 million. Toyota, 1 million. Is it like an admin fee? Admittance fee. Uber, 1 million, plus the CEO gave another million. So had 2 million off them. And this was like the Rolling Stone. Meta, you know, Mark Zuckerberg, the guy that's going for a bit of a midlife crisis at the moment, isn't he? The parent company of Facebook is giving 1 million. Now, when you think what he did, right after flipping January 6th, he blocked him on Facebook, didn't he? Indefinitely. Hypocrites, a lot of them, aren't they? And they were endorsing Kamala Harris, a lot of them were. And Donald Trump, we better get on this coattails, better we? So, yeah. Okay, that's 1 million there. Then you got the lobby group for the pharmaceuticals. There you go. Pharma. Just kicking in 1 million there. As is Sam Altman. Of, you know, ChatGPT and all that, you know, OpenAI. 1 million quid there. So all these flipping individuals, a lot of them they're just turncoats, quite frankly. He's been boycotting. You know, Amazon's going to be a bit difficult to boycott, mind. It really is, because where I live in France, there's not many options. Yeah, so anyway, that's that. Hello, one angry pagan. I hope you're well, my friend. Blessed Giola, you badges. What's it about you and badges? But no, it's just nuts. It's just nuts, right? Hello, Caster Blast, 1989. On this episode of Virgins Talk About Politics. Virgins, I am the last. I'm as far from a virgin as you can get. I've got 6 kids, right? So there, 11 grandchildren. So, yeah. Strange, isn't it? I must be like the Virgin Mary. 6 times. Well, actually, she had 4 from a previous marriage, but we had 2 together, so. Merry Christmas to you, and Billy Kershaw. Badges? What is it about badges? Oh, dear me, badges everywhere. And But he's anti-oligarchs. Yeah, that's a laugh, isn't it? They're all oligarchs. What's Elon Musk? He's never an oligarch, you know? And Labour's just basically saying, well, it don't sound like they're going to do anything regarding Elon Musk and his $100 million to Nigel Farage. That Farage, that flipping company of his, his limited company, can't even be democratic. It's not possible because it's the way it's been set up in the first place. They'd have to start again. I had a lovely supper at my mother's. That's nice. How's mother? Hope mother's well. Let me come. Let's bring it down a bit. So I'm going to pop that one out, I think, so I can see it. That makes more sense. It's good to be able to see it. There you go. Hello, Ron. Hello from Albion, Pennsylvania. Hello to you, my friend. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas. Xmas. Get stuffed, donk. Oh, God, I've got trolls. Oh, by the way, Trump's a nutter. An absolute nutter. If you voted for him, you're a nutter. You clearly are the lack of thinking. Oh, dear. Blimey. The only reason these people are sucking up to Donald Trump is because they're scared. I think their lives are going to be made difficult if they don't, kiss the ring piece. Chocolate starfish. Bit of suckling on the old chocolate starfish. Yeah, Donny's chocolate starfish. Hooray for... Oh, my God, I've got trolls. Oh, look. Hooray for Trump. No. With a bit of luck. Biden will outlive him. With a bit of luck. Oh, that man is awful. Donald... I can't understand anyone falls for his crap. He doesn't even know what a tariff is. If he does, all he's doing is hoodwinking you. Oh, China will pay. I'll tell you what, your Christmas is going to be a darn sight more expensive next year if Donald Trump gets away with what he plans. There's a concept of a plan. It might be. Billionaires should not be in politics. They just should not. Even like, for instance, in the United Kingdom with Keir Starmer, right? Sir Keir Starmer, the leader of the Labour Party. That just doesn't seem to ring true to me. Sir Keir Starmer. It kind of goes against everything that really the Labour Party was supposed to be about. Sir Keir Starmer. No. Makes no sense. Socialist. With reason, at least. A little bit of socialism, please. We seem to be going in the... Well, are they the new Conservatives? Maybe. Don't know. We'll see. We've got a bit of time to wait, haven't we? See how it all pans out. And then 3 more years. Got to watch him, fail. Because he will. Unfortunately, I don't want him to fail. Obviously not. If Donald Trump was doing good stuff, I wouldn't want him to fail, but he's not. He's just raping the United States bare. That's what he's doing. More money for him and his family. Am I signed into the right one? I think I am. No, that's what I call to 25 out of... Oh, where am I? Yeah, 25 are out now, yeah. Billionaires should not be, period. Oh, yeah, well, billionaires should not be billionaires. I haven't got a problem with... maybe billionaires is a bit much, isn't it, really? But let's say if you're going to have billionaires... I kind of like the idea of actually encouraging people to do well, but I don't believe that. No, billionaires, that is too much, isn't it? That's quite a lot of money, really, isn't it? But inflation, you got to think about inflation. The poor old billionaires, they're not doing as well as they used to. But they just got to spend, make them spend. Spend. Get some billions floating out the system so they're no longer billionaires, you see? Yeah, I don't know, build council houses or something. Oh, crikey, going like £1.5 million. I look at it and I cry. I don't literally cry, but I face palm when I hear the Labour Party in the UK going on about the 1.5 million houses they're going to build. And then obviously in the United States, there's not much talk about houses, is there, in the United States now? About building houses, is there, under Donald Trump? Has he even got a manifesto? Is it on a postage stamp? You don't sound like a biker. I am a biker. I've got a GSX 1400. Sorry, it's not Harley or anything like that, but it's a GSX 1400. So why have I got to sound like a biker? What do bikers sound like? Do bikers have degrees? Because I have. Oh, your obsession with Trump is disturbing. My obsession is the obsession of those who vote for him and wearing flipping Trump underwear. That's what you call an obsession. Crikey, this is why we've got trolls. Oh, so I don't sound like a biker. Delusional, apparently. Says Todd Whittington, or is that somebody else? Oh, Trump forever. No, that's delusional. Definitely. How can you have Trump forever? He's nearly 80. Well, how old is he now anyway, Donald Trump? Blimey, that plonker. The orange one. He misses his eye rings. Crikey. All those people there, all right? I don't know, £1 million. Donald Trump, he bends over and says, kiss the ring, he says. Some people might call it chocolate starfish, well, I do anyway. So anyway, Donald Trump, is he 78? I think he's 78. I'm getting old, isn't he? Oh my Gideon. Oh no. Oh crikey, no. Blimey. Oh my God, look at him. Yeah, 78, that's it. He was born in 1946. Yeah. And fans of the KKK and the Alternative for Germany, part of the AfD. Yeah, Deutschland. Lovely people. Poor Melania, she looks like she could throw up every time she looks at him. Oh, not surprising, really, I suppose. If you make your bed, you got to lay in, ain't you? Poor Melania. And Philip Holmes go, oh, I love Trump. This is such infatuation. I say, well, why do you care so much about Trump? These people are literally. These people are literally so indoctrinated by Donald Trumpians and the like, and they're just gone sycophants. He hasn't got a policy apart from gathering up the so-called illegals or undocumented migrants, scooping up and send them to other countries, what have you, for which he has no deal with. So what's his answer to that? Oh, if they don't let me send them there, there'll be tariffs. He's a petulant child. And now he's kicking off about flipping Greenland again. That's called an invasion. And another thing is, he's attacking countries that are actually in NATO. How does that work? Oh. Are the people who vote for somebody like Donald Trump so foolish, so uninformed, that they can't work out for themselves? Well, what's coming out of Donald Trump's mouth is a whole load of, well, word salad, diarrhea. It just blurts, blurt. He doesn't think before he speaks. He's so shallow. Everything's on the surface regarding what comes out of his mouth. He hasn't given it a second thought. Half those tweets, right, he doesn't write them. He's got somebody else writing them on his behalf in his so-called style. Elon Musk, on the other hand, he writes them himself, I reckon. Or he's got little idiot minions to do it for him. Harry the Dirty says, oh my God, don't talk to me about that. Trump wants to make 10 cities, and I'm sure they will not be public transportation friendly cities. Talk about wasting taxpayers' money. Oh my God. Well, of course they won't. It's all going to be about, well, ICE engines, internal combustion engines. Yeah, so I don't see how this fits in with Elon Musk with his little electric cars that blow up. I don't get it. There's been a lot of them, and now they're trying to quash it now. They want to prevent the reporting of Teslas being able to, of any failures, stuff like, for instance, batteries blowing up and stuff like that. Merry Christmas to you too, Al. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas. We had quite a nice Christmas. I got some new records. Got a green one over. I don't. Oh, you can't see it. I got. It's an. I can't remember her name. I'm telling her names. You can't see it. It's an Irish singer, but she sounds a bit country actually, like country, American blues. She's really good. Merry Christmas to you. Would love to stay, however the dogs must go out. Hello, Squirrely Pepper Lifestyle. Yeah, our dogs have been out. Our dog's gone to bed now because it's what's time at the minute? It is now 12:30 at night. In New York, it's 6:30. Thereabouts. Oh, my clock's a little bit fast. They're all a bit fast. I must have set them all a bit fast. Hold on. New York. They don't care. No, a lot of them don't. Wait for FDR. Oh my god. To do that with you guys in. Oh god, yeah. Become. Trump 24 work there still. Anyway, go on back to them and work. You got a clue what it even means out there. It's just fucking. Oh, can you explain to me what? Be all innocent and ask them. Can you explain to me what woke means? And they go like, they haven't got a clue. They haven't got a clue. It's actually just been weaponized. It's a term that's been weaponized. And it doesn't even mean what it's supposed to. What people think it means, it's not even what it means. It's just stupid. After that, the whole thing's stupid. And besides, what is wrong with caring about a fellow person? What is wrong with that? Is it really that bad? It's even in the Bible. Yeah. Evangelical types. It's in the Bible. For the commandments, love thy neighbour. Isn't that being woke? No? Oh, okay. That doesn't apply then, I take it. So that's just drives insane, doesn't it? It's just madness. The whole thing is the world has gone bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. You obviously got the MAGA lot in the United States. We've got the flipping Brexit reform type in the UK. Oh my giddy aunt. What a bunch of numpties. And then you got the AFD. None of these people, including crikey, National Front, Garden, Marine Le Pen, none of these political parties actually have answers to questions or solutions, to problems. They will say they will do this or do that. But when it comes down to it, they haven't a clue how to do it. A bit like Donald Trump with his concept of a plan. But what's that all about? We've got 131 people on a Christmas night time. Well, it's night time for me. Actually, no. It's Boxing Day now for me. What have I missed? Lloyd Riley, is it a distraction? Look over there, not over here. Look over there, not over there. Look into the eyes, not around the eyes, into the eyes. Yeah, sure. Yeah, 631 in the VA USA. Ooh. We celebrate Ramadan, and I don't know what that one is. Happy Ramadan, whenever that is. All Trump needs to be is a distraction, but he's blowing that with actionable speech. All Trump needs to be is a distraction, but he's blowing that with actionable speech. The thing about Trump is he's not one to follow what he's told, is he? He ain't gonna do as he's told. He's just gonna do whatever he wants and just blurt loads of stuff. Christ, about to say, the bloke he said, get a bright light. Try a bright light. We'll look into that. Bleach. Oh, we'll look into that. Crazy man. Blessed by those. Blessed be those for whom today was a ruined day. There's actually somebody mentioned actually in one of the comments on one of my videos about how they weren't going to be having Christmas with the family because of basic division, because of these political division. And as I've had in the past, we've done Brexit and that as well. It's caused so much hate in families, and I kind of understand it, because it's not being funny, but people on that side of the coin, so to speak, regarding the hard right lot, the MAGA and the BREXITERS and all that, and BREXITERS, they were quite foul, and hateful and arrogant in their speech. And to the point that you don't actually even want to confront them because you think, well, there's no point. You can't actually get anywhere with them anyway, so you think, what's the point? So you kind of give up with it, and just keep it for a peaceful life. And, they expect us to just accept it. No. I'm kind of sick and tired of all that lark now. I did a video about it, how I felt about it the other day, actually, because I was just... So why do you still care? Brexit was like 8 years ago. Well, because it's still happening, And at the end of the day, even Nigel Farage said if he didn't win, it wasn't the end of it. So-called democracy, sovereignty. And this sort of thing, one of the big selling points of Brexit, wasn't it, in the UK? Apart from, it was a bit of a smokescreen, actually. It was just fact they were most of them were racist and they just didn't want any brown-faced people in the UK. Many of them, anyway. But when it comes down to it, is so cool. They go, oh, sovereignty. We've given away so much sovereignty since Brexit. I mean, more than we've ever done before. You can't. It's all about the bar. It's all about what have you got to offer in a trade deal. And when you've got a country with more population than the other country, you've got the country with more population has got it's got more bargaining power. Or GDP, got more bargaining power, more opportunity. So they know it. They know they've got more power, so they can actually ask for more. And generally, that's basically in the form of sovereignty. Oh yes, we would like some immigration. We want freedom of movement and stuff, all that sort of stuff, or opportunities for our citizens to work in the United Kingdom. It just goes on like that, and that's how you negotiate trade deals. It's not just about the trade; it's about all the other benefits. We know this from India. Modi, they haven't managed to negotiate a trade deal with India yet because of immigration and probably some other factors as well. Maybe some, I don't know, human rights issues and stuff like that as well, maybe. So yeah, it's you give away, you trade some of your sovereignty, and because the UK is not just traded some sovereignty with one group of countries within the Union, and now it's in all these different countries, and we look desperate. We've given away too much. Yep, Toyota's bending over as well. Donating to Trump to avoid tariffs. Yes, yeah. I got that little clip of that. I'll just show you again if you want. There we go. Where is it? Oh, press that button. Be easier. Oh, there you go. So yeah, Toyota's on there as well. 1 million. Yes, they kissed the ring. Peace. As a woodworker, Stanley Black and Decker is a bit of annoyance for me. But there again, Stanley sold out to Black and Decker, to be fair. So like 2010, I think it was, they did that, and that's a bit of just not what they used to be. Are they all in China, Indian plate, or Mexico and places like that? They're not the same tools they used to be. Nowhere near. I've got a load of old Stanley stuff, good old steel, proper stuff, and especially on planes, my old hand planes, beautiful, really nice tools. These modern things, anything from 1970s aren't as good, but the more modern ones are just terrible. I think they'll give up on it because I don't think they're selling very well. So yeah, Facebook as well. It was Mark Zuckerberg the other day when he's there kissing the ring, and then was it Jeff Bezos one or the other. And then Elon Musk blasted in and joined them. That wasn't even the plan, apparently. But there you go. Say la vie. Gingers, hope you're well. Dorco, happy birthday, Dorco. Is it your birthday on Boxing Day, or is it your birthday on Christmas Day? Oh, I can't afford to retire, says Gingers. Oh, it's pretty horrible, isn't it, really? You know, what's going on over there is... The people, though, who are going to be hit the worst is probably going to be those who voted for him, in many cases. Who voted for Donald Trump. They're the ones that are going to be, you know, going to be finding it hard, and the cost of everything's going to go up. Inflation, you know. It's deeply concerning. Joe, I hope you're well, my friend. Oh, we'll be lurking. Gonna be lurking. Oh, that video of Marcus with his grandkids in the river. That's aspirational. I like music teachers. Big Dawn for the win. Being told today that the Brexit benefits are raised wages for builders, HGV drivers, and not being under the fund of the... Oh, crikey. Who pays these increased wages? The wages have just gone up a little bit in these cases because it's about supply and demand, because we haven't got enough people. There's a shortage. The jobs are actually not getting done. And that's why we can't build up 1.5 million houses in the UK. It's not down to planning rules and stuff like that. They might solve one issue, but it's not going to solve the fact that we haven't got enough workers. We just haven't in the UK. And you've got some problems in the US, especially if they start gathering up the undocumented migrants and sending them back out, or somewhere. I don't know where they're going to send them to, but they're going to send them somewhere. I got a clue. I got a new glass. Look at my new glass. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Yes, basically the new boycott list. Well, we don't have a lot in the way of shops here where we are, so things like there's not many alternatives either to Amazon. That's the problem. They've got such a good returns policy on Amazon, so I don't know how I'm going to boycott that, because I do buy a lot of stuff of Amazon. Usually cables and stuff like that, you see. Why are you Franklin from GTA 5? What? Am I? Is that a game? Christmas Day retirement. Oh, do it. Oh, yeah, good point, actually. If you're oh, so you've got... Oh, okay, it's your birthday today. Well, yesterday for me. Trailer Park, Hill Billionaires, Psych Zeromatic. Come on, Marcus. Take the P. Hill Billionaires. Hillbilly Billionaires. Hillbilly Billionaires. Blimey, that's a mouthful. Well, I saw some prices in the US, America. They are going up so much faster than inflation. Brand name, what? Crisps, $8 a bag. That can't be right. Whoa. Thanks, Angry Pagan, for your super chats, mate. Thank you. Crikey, that's nuts. How people manage on that? It's like the price of eggs. Apparently. But it never ends. See what's that? What never ends? I don't think anything's going to end at the moment. I think we're in such a bad place. And it's nice to have a day like today, you know. And I mean, just winging it today. Just thought I'd just go live and just say hi to everybody and thank everybody for supporting the channel, which was it's been very, very inspiring actually to keep the channel going, because I've been so close to giving up so many times, you know. But I have my ups and downs anyway, to be fair. Which you do. I've got fibromyalgia, so you have your highs and your lows, and that's kind of why I've been doing the short feed streams, because I can do it when I feel right to do it. Otherwise, I'm just going to be... it buggered me right up. Oh, it never ends. An excellent tune by Bring Me the Horizon. Okay. I ain't got that one. Yes, the boycott list is. We'll better buy from anywhere at this rate. But they're all sucking up to Donald Trump. I don't personally. I don't want to hand any money over to these people, or even allow them to use my data or train their AI and what have you for my efforts, especially for free, because that's pretty much what you know. Well, actually, it's not free, is it? When you're not paying for it, you are the product, aren't you? Quite frankly. My dad knew a load of Poles. I had Poles working for me, and a Romanian, remember rightly, over the years. Faster than inflation, and that is insane. That is nuts. If that's right, $8 a bag of crisps, that's crazy prices. How are they going to manage with these sort of prices, you know? How the family's going to manage? You have food banks in the US as well, don't you? We've got a hell of a lot in the UK. And in fact, we're actually starting getting food more here in France as well. Food banks and what you find is there's quite often at supermarkets this year there has been anyway, where there's charities they gather yeah, they basically hand a bag out and you can then fill the bag with food, but you have to with bits and pieces and what have you. I don't mind doing it because, you know, in the end of the day it doesn't bother me. It does interest me to see what other people put in the bags though. I find it, you know, all the stuff they're gonna have to cook. Not everyone has got the facilities to cook food, have they? You know, some people just need stuff they can just pick up and eat. And never any. Well, no, I suppose it wouldn't be, but they wouldn't keep with it. Veg or frozen stuff. That's not a problem. Marks and Caroline's invited us into their home. This is my little office. This is my orifice. Yeah, it's quite a handy space to have somewhere I can do my work. Walkers are the best. In France, I call them lays. Lays. Yeah. A big bag of crisp hair brand in a brand name is between €1 and €2. Yeah, usually about 130 gram bags there, aren't they? For that sort of price. I think that's similar sort of price we pay here in France. What I don't understand is you get a brand of crisp, right? Or a type of crisp, or model of crisp. Right? Let's say for crinkle cut crisps, right? Depending on the flavour, it affects the price of the crisps here in France. I don't get that. Those flavourings cost pittance, and it just doesn't make any sense. So they just go up and down with the flavours. Unfortunately, it's all the salt and vinegar flavours. Hello, Andrew Evans. I hope you're well, my friend. No more snacks. You have to make your own. Oh, I'll tell you, we're a nice snack. You're gonna think I'm nuts, but we've got a dryer, okay, for dehydrating vegetables and stuff. I quite often make kale chips. So basically, what we do, not at the moment, 'cause it's not time of year, we use the fresh tips of the plants, nice fresh leaves, and cut them up, and what have you. Put them in a bowl. Put some olive oil on them, maybe some salt and pepper, and what have you. Get a good old shake in the bowl. 2 bowls face to face, yeah. Shake it up like that, a bit like a cocktail shaker. All right. And then stick it in the dryer, and they come out like literally like little, lovely little salty crisps, but very, very, very healthy. Good sort of fine. It's a secret food, you see. Da, 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 da. Where am I? January the 20th is when the gates of hell open. I know. Oh. I'm gonna try and cover it best that I can, but I'm gonna obviously try and leave it up those sort of ones, sort of in US time, sort of New York times, I suppose. But the main problem for me is if I'm doing like UK, like Brexit and stuff like that, and I got US stuff as well. They're not really you're not really staying in your lane, so it could be negative to the channel. But I'm gonna do it anyway because it needs to be said. Some of the stuff I feel it needs to be said. The thing is, you see, stuff that ends up in the news and gets propagated through the usual news channels. So much news out there, or so important things that hasn't been said. It just ends up just being put to one side and doesn't even make the light of day. You know, the wrong people are making the decisions on what should really be considered as important. I don't even know about the Cardassians. No. Or any of them idiots. So, oh. Well, Angry Pagan says, I don't like crisps. Biscuits, I do like crisps. I'm terrible at crisps. They don't like me, though. Cheese. Oh, cheese. Everyone's got a favourite crisp. Mate, something, nigga. Yeah. Terrible. There's a guy here, a farmer market, who makes crisps and sells them for the equivalent of €4 for a kilo. Whoa, that's cheap. They're fried in duck fat. Oh my god, they must be fantastic. Well, I mean, it's like comfy crisps. Hello, Paladin Mar. How can you be Make America Great Again and Brexit? Well, I'm not Make America Great Again because I'm not MAGA. That's a misnomer. There's no such thing. No. You can improve on what you got. You can make things good and better, like people's lives better, and people struggling. But this whole thing about Make America Great Again, that's daft. America, and like a lot of the Western civilization, it is literally fallen to the wayside. And unfortunately, when you've got, apparently China's got a huge amount of gold, some of it's British gold actually, and they could literally cripple our economy in the West, just like that, you know. Plus the fact they got loads of, they own, they own a lot of bonds, U.S. bonds, Treasury bonds, money, $800 billion worth, and then they start selling it off, which is very worrying. That dilutes the market, makes the bond values much less, which means obviously people get scared, they ain't selling more, and effectively the United States, the value of the bonds make it harder for the United States to borrow money. Trump is scary, Dorgo. You're not wrong. He's just all over the place. He doesn't. I don't think he knows what he's doing. Well, he does know what he's doing, does he? He's just erratic, extremely erratic. Make America gullible. Okay, but they are gullible. There's good people in America. Let's not forget that. Yeah, but the MAGA lot. Oh my giddy aunt, what the heck is going on there? Just like the Reform Party people, I just don't understand how they can fall for all that crap. It's you're telling people what you think they want to hear. We're going to make your lives better. The question we should be asking them is how. What are you going to do? How are you going to make my life better? But no, they don't. Oh, that's fantastic. It's going to make my life better. And then it's a foregone conclusion that they're going to vote for that because apparently their lives are going to be better. Then obviously everything goes to pot. Donald Trump has already sort of railed back on his cheaper food for peasants. He's just... Price of eggs is going to come down. No, not. Oh, it's been very difficult to do, he says. Just makes you wonder how easy it is to dupe people into falling for. And when you consider a lot of people, for instance, we just had Christmas. There's people out there, families, what have you, probably got quite a bit of additional debt this year because they've bought Christmas presents, what have you, on credit cards, and not necessarily the means to cover the debt at the end of the month. And what happens is they'll trundle on by for next year, and the same situation happen again next year. And you end up with a debt repayment bigger than what your actual disposable income is. And then obviously, you're in trouble, aren't you? I think we've all been there, we've all done similar stuff, I imagine. It's dangerous. Debt is dangerous. And personal debt in the United States, the UK, France, everywhere, it's become the norm because we've had this stuff drummed down our flipping neck, so you just borrow the money. Buy now, pay later. Borrow. And it's lethal. That is lethal. It's if you've got a stable income, which isn't such a thing, you never know when the rug is going to be pulled out from underneath you. You might be okay if you've got a stable income. But you never know what's around the corner. And the best way to protect yourself is not have it in the first place. Instead of thinking, oh, okay, I want that thing now, maybe save up for it, There's a crisis with mayonnaise. It might be because of lack of eggs. Yeah. Has anyone made mayonnaise themselves? Not that kind of mayonnaise. No. No, edible. Oh, crikey. It could be. Yeah. I think I've now whacked more than 30 trolls. Cheers, Joel. Look, whack a troll. A lot of economic crisis in America is due to incompetence in our government, not a lack of economic potential. We just refuse to greenlight anything that would save us. You need Bernie Sanders. You need a leader that actually really deeply and sincerely cares about people. Need a Bernie Sanders. We needed a Bernie Sanders in the UK. France needs a Bernie Sanders. A little bit of socialism. You haven't got to go full on Marxism, but a little bit of socialism would make a massive difference. Have a leadership that actually wants you to be healthy, wants you to take care of yourselves, and deal with potential depression and all that sort of stuff. Ask you what can we do to make your lives better, make you happier. Having a population that's at the moment we've got a massive problem in the UK. There's a lot of people on sick at the moment, post COVID and basically post everything at the moment. Just people are sick. And also because waiting times, having in the hospitals, they can't get treated as they should do. I was having a conversation with this with my counterpart, my son's father-in-law, and he's a bit of a socialist, right? And he was going on about the NHS and what have you, and a bit negative towards him actually. So, well, let's be honest, they are doing like 70 hours a week, some of these nurses. They're not exactly going to be that happy, are they? And also, they're not getting paid enough for a start. And they don't get paid enough. Practically no one in the NHS gets paid enough for the job they have to do. You're dealing with flipping some people when they go to these clinics and what have you in the UK, not private clinics, but have treatments, what have you. Because there's such a wait, they get so grumpy. I understand, but it's not the people who work. It's the people at the top's fault. It's not the people on the shop floor, is it? I wouldn't want to do that job. I really wouldn't. No. Need to deal with the people in charge. If you really want to sort the NHS out. And unfortunately for those in the US, you haven't got healthcare systems available to everybody, have you? Really? Not to have treatment for everything anyway. The price of pharmaceuticals is just ridiculous. We complain in the UK about the cost of the prescriptions. Now I live in France, and I have to admit, I know I've mentioned this before, but the healthcare here is very good. But not as good as it was. It has gone downhill, but it's still very good. If I get a blood test, I get it back the same day, maybe the following day. If I need anything, I can go and get a scan or something like that, the doctor send me, it'll be the same day. You go in there, 20, 30 minutes tops, and you come out with your scan, an explanation of what the problem is. They analyse the actual thing, they give you an idea then of what, if there's any problems showing, and then it goes to the specialist. And then if something's didn't show up, then you then get a letter or contacted, if something was missed. But no, it's We've had very good experience. And people go, oh, it's a private. They're private clinics, but they're governed by the government in the sense of how much they're allowed to charge. So you don't get all this PBM lark. You know what I mean? Um, farmer benefit management. You don't get any of that pushing up the prices. You know, it's all within a certain price. They set the prices within reason, and they have got deficits regarding the healthcare in France, but hasn't every country at the moment almost? Some country, but the fact they ain't got the doctors and nurses, because obviously going to places like the UK to fill the gaps over there, especially in African people, what have you, people from the African continent. Also, I missed. There was a reason Bernie was so popular, that he was a populist nationalist, and he spoke to the people about making their nation better. Why the hell don't people vote for him? I just don't get it. He used to he still does talk so much sense, and a lot of it is obvious, So I don't understand why people can't buy into it. So the way he speaks, you believe that it's actually going to happen. All he's going to do is downside to actually make it happen. He's fought for the people of America all his life. All his life. And it's now he's too old now. He won't run again. He didn't last time, did he? But he's it's a shame. It's a real shame. Because that man is a jewel. He really is. And there's certain people out there who have done a huge amount of good to help others. And the way he's campaigns and the way he's constantly pushing for the rights of the American people, which affects everybody at the end of the day, because he set an example. And you can't have a working economy with sick people. And people who you can't make ends meet. That's not an economy that you really want to be a part of, is it? Everyone needs to be able to feed their families, get roofs ahead, pay the bills and what have you, at the bare minimum. Only time when people should be in so much trouble is if they got themselves in a whole load of debt, and all of a sudden, they haven't got the money anymore. Well then they need some kind of plan, don't they? There is a system, and you could obviously apply for bankruptcy, and get the debt written off. But then if you've got a home and you need your home, and it's you own it, you're at risk there. But that you could do a negotiated settlement. But a lot of the problems is, I suppose, a lot of people are so frightened to deal with a situation that they just don't deal with it until it's too late, and then they're in bigger trouble than they were in the first place. Especially when you deal with debt. I've had my fair share of debt in the past, I've got none now, but no debt at all. So I'm quite happy about it. We sold a house and just paid everything off, and just bought this cheap property. It was cheap, very, very cheap. It's a big old place, but it's I've got 2 hectares of land, and it's just nice. It's just nice to have that feeling that you haven't got the debt. And the worst thing is credit cards. Credit cards and debt that's not secured on anything. It's a terrible feeling. It's a terrible feeling, especially when you head for a recession, which we could be very, very likely going to be this spring, most likely. We'll see the start of it, I reckon. It's going to run out of control. If Donald Trump does half of what he says, or even a quarter of what he says, even a couple of percent, right, of what he says, it is going to be so negative. You can't get rid of just scoop up your workforce and decide that and get rid of them and expect to have a working economy, can you? It doesn't work like that. Half these people who complain about undocumented migrants, they're the ones employing them because they're cheap, including Donald Trump. See, Such hypocrites. So someone say something about cholesterol. My Minecraft glass. They're like Minecraft glasses, aren't they? I saw I just had to have them. They're really cheap. And then you ready specs, you know. Reading glasses, basically. I love wacky stuff, you know. I just like stuff that's different. I tell you what I did manage to make the other day. I made something very important. Everyone should have one. And so I decided that's what I was going to do. I was going to make one of these, and for my lab, if I can find it now. There we go. Nearly there. No. Gallery. Oh, blimey. Oh, oh, that one. Where's that one? I made a flux capacitor for my lab. As you do. Hello, snacky munchies. Merry Christmas to you. Or was it a Merry Christmas? And a Merry New Year. You get married? We have over 18 plus million Americans with no health. Whoa, that's terrible. How does that happen? Oh, how does that happen? So-called civilized, well, not quite so civilized anymore, but my hat's spinning around. That's just not 80 million with no health care. Blimey, that ain't going to end well, is it? Crikey. Bye. Hello there. Yeah, Bernie is disappointed. Bernie's looking tired. He is tired. I think he's probably had enough. Oh, my arteries, says Dr. Dave. Oh, my arteries. Minecraft. Right. All shorts, and if the orange goblin tries tariffs with the European Union, he will discover most of the medicine and components are bought in Europe. That they are. And that will be nice. No. Yeah, and loads of medication. I didn't realise how many medications are made in China. We're so dependent on China for pretty much everything. It's nuts. How can we do this to ourselves? How have we got ourselves in such a mess? We used to make stuff ourselves. You know, there was massive manufacturing sectors in the UK and US, and what we've done is we've basically sold the country out by effectively making another country, China, well, richer. So dependent on them. It's just because it's got cheap labour, you know. And the Uyghur Muslims, you know. You got the Uyghur Muslims too. Yeah, apparently. Slavery. But even Brazil or Mexico, I think it's Brazil, there's oh crikey, what? BYD in Brazil, their factory was closed down because of slavery. The conditions were so bad, apparently, in a BYD, the EV car factory. They decided that the Brazilian government shut it down. Good on them, I say. You know. Problem with China is they bring a lot of their own. They don't when they build factories, they don't employ locals generally. China I'm talking about. They'll just bring their own Chinese people do the work. Hello, Lauren Jones. I'm here to watch. I'm taking a day off from political issues. I'm enjoying the chat, though. You're a breath of fresh air. Thank you for all you do. Oh, thank you, Lauren. No, you're welcome. Yeah, this is light-hearted stuff, you know. We're just having a bit of a chat and what have you, talking about silly things that's going on. Some of it's just shocking, you know, and then, you know, feel crikey, how do we get here? How the hell did we get in this place? I try to work it out in my head. I just can't do it. I don't know. I think sometimes you have to cut the head off the snake, or you got to nip it in the bud, or do something to actually stop this stuff from propagating. Oh, well, social media for start. That's lots of posters, but we can blame the likes of Mark Zuckerberg for that, can't we? And social media, and then obviously Twitter and stuff like that. Regarding Elon Musk destroying it. That flipping 44 billion he paid for, which he didn't really pay for himself because there's other investors, isn't there? So that 44 billion, he's got that back. But loads. He's got that money, not directly, but inadvertently. He's now the president of the United States, I've heard. People blame this or that for the US, America not having healthcare, but the reality is the USA has never in its short history had universal healthcare. But it's down to the people you vote in on it, It's that you got to get the right people in charge. You've got to get rid of these flipping lobbyists. They've got too much power, like the gun laws in the United States and stuff like that. I'm not saying you should get rid of guns. I'm just saying you need to tighten up on it because they're falling in the wrong hands. And why do people need machine guns? Let's be honest. There's no need for that. I understand people own a gun and maybe go to a shooting range or stuff like that. I worry about the type of people that got them. People, because just because you got a gun, don't mean to say you're going to kill someone. So you could argue, it makes it easier to do so. I just don't get it. There's other ways to do it, isn't there? If we import foreign talent, what happens to the home country? Well, they don't bother to. Part of the problem in the UK, for instance, we haven't been making enough people. We haven't got enough people to train. But also, if you get rid of things like bursaries and what have you for the nurses and the doctors, well then, quite frankly, you're not going to be able to get enough tradies anyway. If everyone's coming out with whopping great debts at the end of it, people find it scary. And the terms of these debts aren't that great. Student loans and all that, Where's the incentive to do so? And then we look at the job, people are being treated like muck, and have to work shitloads of flipping hours, 60, 70 hours a week, and being treated like muck. Is that really a job that you'd want to actually train for? Not for me. Ain't my cup of tea. No. Misinformation narratives are not allowed in the chat and are removed. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, and the thing is, you see, some people fall for this stuff. Flat earthers, for God's sake, chemtrails, 5G masks. Bill Gates he's going to turn you off with the microchips in the vaccine or something like that. They just get wilder and wilder, don't they? They're so mad. India. India could be the next major economy, couldn't it? The way it's growing. It's literally the economies that have got highest levels of poverty, isn't it? But things we buy this stuff. I'm looking at what I've got here. Half the stuff I've got here is probably Chinese. It's most of it's probably made in PRC. You can't escape it. Brand. I'll tell you what though, the new keys I got to replace the keys on this keyboard. All right, because I've worn it, used it to death. Cherries, proper cherry brand, and they were cheap, €15 for 21 keys, in a nice little box it was, and they're made and designed, manufactured in Germany. I thought, oh, so some things are made, tech type stuff are made in. We can do it, but a lot of our problems is obviously accessing these minerals that we need to be able to make the stuff work, be able to build these items, build this stuff that we are desperately in need of. Everybody needs, I don't know, argument's sake, soundboard.
Kipper.
Maybe. I just. We do buy a lot of stuff we don't need, don't we? I know I do. I'm not as bad these days, but I used to be terrible. Especially when I was doing our photography years ago. And it's there's always something you needed. Always something. Oh, a new lens. You know? New new Canon 5D or something, you know, it's just there's always something. Oh, I'd like to have that Leica. What about that 5x4 field camera? There's always something. Pretty much all of it's made in China. Or Japan's all bad, isn't it? Someone can walk down the sidewalk with an assault rifle in US, America, but drinking a beer while in public is illegal in most places. I know, it's nuts. That doesn't make sense to it. I saw a little clip about that. Actually, some a United States young person in the United States and in a German chap, and then they were sitting there having a beer in public, and he says, you know, going on about the fact that you're not allowed to drink in public. Why is that though? Oh, people could see me. My new favourite glass. I got bounced out of the stream there. How'd that happen to Billy? Are we going to recognise novelty addiction? Novelty addiction? What, like a condition? Like a recognised, like long COVID? You know? Novelty addiction. Something that's new. We must have it. Yeah. I call that novelty addiction. There's a lot of truth in that. People always want that new thing. Drink. German Bundestag, the act of political parties, regulates how parties are financed in Germany and the level of public funding that they are allowed to receive. Oh, not like the UK then. Doesn't look like they're going to do anything about Elon Musk donating to FARAGE. So that seems absolutely bonkers, if you ask me. Absolutely bonkers. Hey, what are you supposed to do, eh? Nothing really. So I do this channel, what have you. Hope you can make a difference, or at least entertain some people, what have you. If not, all informed people. But it's like, why am I doing this? Nothing's going to change. I want to just give up. Well, I've still got my sanity left, sort of. And you think, crikey. Why not go back to my workshop and play with a little bit of bits of wood? Why not go to the lab and play with your lasers and stuff? I don't know. No. I keep ending up in front of this camera. Why? Are you Turkish? Hello, Billy's in the USA. No, I'm not Turkish. I'm Norfolk, me. Norfolk. How would I be Turkish? How am I Turkish? For God's sake. I'm Iranian. Hello, Iranian. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Is it Said Tamori or something? Tamori? Said Tamori? I don't know how that letter combination works together. The habits I've got are more than 10,000 years old. Oh, Civilization. The game. Roy Harper. Okay. Oh, I don't mean... Sorry. Thank you, Sam. Onky. Oh, I got a great British accent. Now, my accent is Norfolk, but I've got a problem with vocal cords. I've got fibromyalgia, and that's bugged all my vocal cords up, and also got a thyroid issue. Although I've had scans of the thyroid, and it didn't actually show anything, so it's more likely to be the fibromyalgia, apparently. So we'll see. So I'm very horsey. I didn't used to be. My voice used to be really high pitched. I was squeaky. I was, yeah, really squeaky. And now I'm really hoarse. Yeah. Get off your horse and drink your milk. All this new tech is junky, As a member of the Finer Things Society, I have been buying up retro tech. I would like a retro amp. I'd probably have to change all the pots and stuff in it, but and the yeah, all the volume controls and stuff like that, 'cause they deteriorate. But I'd like a retro amp or a valve state amp for my record deck, and then I'd like a new record deck, like an old Lynn Bastiff or something like that. Yeah, something really solid. That's what I'd like. It's not gonna happen though, because it's blooming expensive. Yeah, retro audio equipment though is really fetching good money. I'm not talking about like the cheap Sony type stuff or that kind of era, but I'm talking about more the old proper physical amps, quite big old things. Hello, Ruckus. GFC. What's Devonian is the best? Is it English accent? Devonian. Are you biased? You might be, just a little bit. Portugal is. Oh my God, is that really? Oh, donations are considered are classified as corruption. Where does the funding come from then? If you haven't got donations, how do you get the funding for a political party? Or are you talking about once they are in power? In Amsterdam, it is also not allowed to drink in public. Yeah, but you can smoke a joint. Well, no, I suppose you've got your calves. Da, 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 da. The AFT. What's the AFT? Do you mean the AFD? The Alternative for Deutschland. Who are the AFT? AFT are not the biggest danger in Germany in the far right spectrum. Oh, I know who they are, of course I do. The Greeks said that the price just men pay for their disinterest in politics socials is to be ruled by their inferiors. Why can't we get good people in politics? There are a few, but on the whole, there's some very mediocre politicians. Nigel Farage is just a performing seal, and he just goes out there and just spouts crap. And for those who are sucked in by him, he's quite good at it. But he doesn't have solutions. None of these people got solutions to problems. They just they give us a couple of words on what they're going to do, but no idea on how to make it happen. Which is nuts, really, and people buy into it. People still buy into it. They get taken in by it, which is it's a shame, really, isn't it? It's that things have sunk so low in politics. I never used to be in politics. I used to be interested in politics. I really didn't. Didn't care of this at the time, until something bites you in the ass, obviously. Doc Davies says I've got loads of retro stuff here. I've got loads of old shit that I never bothered to throw away. Your voice reminds me of Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King boxer. Really? Well, I'll have to listen to him later now. What was Joe saying about you did big news in America? I was cleaning out the attic the other day with the wife. Filthy, dirty, and covered with cobwebs. But she's good with the kids. Oh dear. And there we go. All short. So a party can say it defends X position or whatever, but they are forced to state it publicly. Oh, okay. That's good. Why the hell can't we have something like that? Why? That politics aren't open, are they? We end up having we require uh, the media, journalists, what have you, good journalists, to actually do investigatory reporting to expose this stuff. Like Cold War and people like that. Channel 4 and all that as well. It's just we shouldn't have to rely on that. We just should. Politicians really, they do work for us apparently, to keep us informed on what their plans are, and instead of just trying to sell it one narrative, let's know what the negatives and the positives are of that narrative. Anyway, what are you doing on Boxing Day? What are you doing today? Which happens to be 1:30 in the morning for me. I'm so tired, I tell you. Kids are tiring. They're great fun, but they're tired. I got my fingernails painted, boy. Very badly. But there you go. My granddaughter decided that's what she wanted to do. and she stuck a sticker on me as well. Of a little alien. There you go. Another star. Oh, it's just funny. Kids are funny. Aggravating says, I want to get a job at Paynton Zoo, but I'm very weary of being near the castle. Dangerous oh, groggy. Dangerous dinos they be. The bee of being. Ooh, hey, thank Billy. Oh, I love you too, Billy. If it ever goes to court, I'm going to say I was coerced. Up to 74, we had a authoritarian regime, and then about 3 years of attempted Soviet regimes. Ooh, so we take these things very seriously. No, that's once bitten, twice shy. It's quite like post the last recession. There were like the T1 and various other things were put in place to make it difficult for finance company, banks, what have you, to rip us off. To short the mortgages, for instance. We're doing the same old situation again, and now Donald Trump and whatever, they want to remove all this stuff. Even I don't know if he did it or not regarding in the United Kingdom. Richie Sunak, they're going to remove it. Get rid of the spending limits on debt. On handing out loans and mortgages and stuff, and borrowing money. Politicians are promise makers, and the most promising candidate wins. That's pretty much it, really, isn't it? And also, if they are performing, if they're good at performance, people get sucked in by that, don't they? So the candidate wins and gets elected only to blame the predecessor as an excuse for his cluelessness. Yeah, that's what happens all the time, doesn't it? I think that's fair enough that Labour's doing it regarding the 14 years of Tory rule. I think they did a lot of damage, huge amount of damage, and it's only now really is anything's hopefully going to be done about it. But unless we get on top of our things that are holding the country back, like Brexit, for instance, I reckon in the last 2 years it's cost 29 billion in lost trade. That's a lot of money to lose. So it's not very helpful. This money's needed to fund services, isn't it? We need some honesty, because it's all very well. Every time these politicians come on to, I don't know, whether it be Channel 4, whether it be even Sky News, BBC, or whatever, all these channels, all the same. The politicians come on there, you get the same old spiel, and it's the same old stuff that's repeated everywhere else. This doesn't even answer the questions most of the time. How are we supposed to engage with these people if we're, for God's sake, you start having to roll your eyes at them because you've heard it all before. It's the same spiel. It's just been rehearsed in front of a mirror, and it's just bollocks. Just right, circumventing. That's all they're doing. It's just nuts. So, what are your thoughts on the 500,000 drone sightings in America? Have you heard over there that they're calling it an invasion? A lot of these people are actually just YouTubers. I said, look what I did. Yeah, I flew over this, and I did this, and I did that. And flipping that's become a trend. A bit like those pranksters that, like, end up breaking in some people's houses and sitting on their sofas and stuff. And that's... These are domestic drones. Now, I have drones, all right? I've got 3. And I'll tell you now, most of those drones can see bugger all at that distance. Unless they're close, obviously. The lenses are... it's how high you are. I mean, it could be 100 metres up or something like that, Plus, you're not going to... everything like little ants. So you're not going to see a lot. The only thing about these drones over the bases and what have you, you can see the outlines of planes. You can see where everything is, basically, which is a bit dodgy, especially if you think potentially you could be planning an attack. You don't know whether or not they're bad. Some of them will be bad actors, aren't they? People are being paid to do it, apparently. But Donald Trump said, okay, shoot down the drones. That's what he said. Shoot them down. It's not going to end badly, is it? Now, in part of the United Nations, it's just about a jammer for drones. But I don't think that might be any type of drone, actually. But so they can jam the drones, yeah. High-powered drone jammer. Anyway. Blimey. So, what are my thoughts on it? I think it's a bit of an issue, and even if there are any people prattling about, they shouldn't be doing it. There's reasons why. There's rules around this stuff. Now, I don't know about in the US. I don't know about the UK. Here in France, there's a thing called cadastre, and it's basically on there. It's got all the plots of all the land and the parcels and what have you of the land. There's also a part of that cadastre for people who fly drones, whether it be FPV, first person view, what have you, or whether they're just doing it for fun, what have you. And it tells you there where you're allowed to fly, where you're not allowed to fly, how high you're allowed to fly, and stuff like that in different areas and stuff. Pretty much, you're not allowed to fly over anyone's home, not allowed to fly above any hamlet or town or anything like that. It's illegal. You have to get permission, get permits and stuff, which you can only do that if you are a document, you've got a license to use it commercially. So these people shouldn't be doing it anyway. The thing that is a bit concerning is that a lot of these drones will be DJI. Most of them are Chinese drones, and DJI is thought to be. It's what anyway they're talking blocking it in the United States. DJI, and they're really good drones. Really good drones. But just think of it this way: if this data can be uploaded, which it pretty much can be and is, we'd end up they'll have access to this stuff. It isn't good, and that's one of the worries. Peter Piper picked the drone jammer. What? Peter Piper picked the drone jammer. Oof. Which will it do to me? Huh? All shorts. If something like the orange one happened, threat to end democracy, because that's exactly what he is, the army is fully authorised to dispose, jail him, and call new elections resuming democracy. It's about the people you got on side, though, isn't it? Has he got the people in? Will he have the people in the military too? Well, be on his side. I have no drones. I do have a sword, an axe, a hatchet, and a shield, though. I'm not surprised. I think I've seen that actually on your stream. Not stream, Oh, you was stream, wasn't it? Paul Hastings says, "You aren't very clever, are you?" Oh, aren't I? Okay, you know nothing about me, so what would you know? Hmm? I'm up waiting, he hasn't answered me yet. Oh, he's disappeared. Oh dear. Last time I thought I heard a drone, it turned out to be a bee swarm. Did it sting you? I'm not the pheasant plucker. I'm Joan Drammer's son. Oh my god. I'm not the pheasant plucker. I'm Joan Drammer's son. Blimey, say that 10 times really fast. Oh my god, Dan Drone. Dan Drone is back. But what? The drone I use most of the time now is a small folding drone. It's a Parrot and Affy, and that thing's really just so neat. It's quite old now. I had it a while now. I would like actually the what do you call it there? Probably not that one actually because it's DJI, but if it wasn't a risk, a little DJI Neo because it's literally you could put it in your pocket. It's so tiny, and it's still got 4K camera on it. It's fairly good video on it as well, and you can fly indoors without too much trouble. Check out what Angry Pagan. Turn a bit of beast. So, God's sake. Right, where are we on that? There you go. So, yes, so tech moguls Altman, Sam Altman, Bezos, and Zuckerberg in his midlife crisis. Yeah, he's got curly hair now, but reports this weird kind of like it's stuck on like a Lego hair. And Jeff Bezos is just like he's just polished his. Yeah, so they're all donating to the augmentation fund. Not that one there, not that one there. Where was it? Now, 3 years ago, Mark Zuckerberg kicked Trump off Facebook about 3 years ago, and now he's kissing his ring, you know. And that was I think that's over the Capitol 6 riots. There we go. Anyway, Donald Trump wished everyone a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to the radical left lunatics, he says, yes, who are constantly trying to obstruct our court system and our elections and are going after the great... How many times did he go to court? Great citizens and patriots of the United States. Obviously those at Capitol Hill. But in particular, their political opponent, me. They know that their only chance of survival is getting pardons from a man who has absolutely no idea what he's doing. That is not true. Also to the 37 most violent criminals who killed, raped and plundered like virtually no one before them. Oh my God. No, they're bigly. But were just given incredibly a pardon by sleepy Joe Biden. I refuse to wish Merry Christmas to those lucky souls, but instead I will say, go to hell. We have the greatest election in history of our country. A bright light is now shining over the USA. And in 26 days, we will make America great again. Merry Christmas. Donald Trump. I was just... Oh, crikey. What can he say? It's got bad words. Anyway, I think I ought to hop, skip and jump and say toodaloo because it's now late. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'll keep you on. Okay, sorry. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Oh, blimey. Oh, do you know what I forgot? Yeah, have a dance Chinese baby. Why is he frozen? Oh. They all sound like memes. The Triumph bots. Yeah, the trolls, they all sound like memes. Oh God, they don't read headlines anyway, so Christmas is over though now. It's Boxing Day. And I am going to go to bed. So thanks very much for joining us. I might do another random one other time, just for a bit of a laugh, you know. Obviously, I didn't prepare because I wasn't here. I did say I was going to go live. I like being a man of my words, so there you go. So get rid of that. All right, one there. Okay. Well, I'm going to say doodaloo, but please boot the old like button, which I didn't. Yeah, it's the first time I've done it today. And maybe subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, if you're new here. And maybe a little tickle that old bell notification, because then you get warm, fuzzy feed in your pocket. I've done it again now, press it twice. Every time I upload another video. Oh, silly me. Well, there you go. Well, anyway, I hope you had a lovely Christmas, and I hope you're going to have plenty more. Toodaloo. Well, you're there, are you? Thanks, you know, for Modern Joe and what have you, and whoever else is here. It's much appreciated, you know. It's very late. It's late for you as well, my friend. Take care. Toodaloo.